Welcome to today's episode. We are in Kiserian, approximately 27 kilometers from Nairobi CBD on your way to Isinya. So this is Kiserian is after Rongai, and we are having a look at this 4-bedroom, 265 square meters that is in the market for 16 million Kenya shilling. The house starts on a 50 by 100 plot, and it has very beautiful views of the dam on this side and the Gong Hills on this side. In fact, since we came here, we have just been talking about the dam and the views. And I feel like that is going to be a major conversation throughout the house tour. But without wasting time, let's get started so that we can see what this property is all about. Karibuni. Family and friends, we are going to start the tour at the front of the property, and you have the gates on this side opening to your parking area. And one thing I have to commend is the fact that as you're driving down towards the property, you have the dam looking out to that side. Yeah, so that's the first thing that actually welcomes you before you get into your property. Then you come in and you have how many cars can you park here, Willis?
I think three.
Three, yeah?
Yeah.
Comfortably.
Comfortably three.
You can even
if you
put
can
four.
Squeeze, you can do four.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and someone earlier on was saying that this could actually make a good location for a B&B.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do the math that if you come here with your friends, since it's a 4-bedroom, 4 cars, you will all get parking, yeah?
Yes.
And I have to, it's been a while since we saw this, Willis. I have to move these gates for us to see it.
Yeah.
This gabion sort of fencing.
Yeah.
You remember the first time we saw it was in Mugodha.
Yes.
Yeah, then we saw it in Sotoa.
Yeah.
And now we have seen it again.
Yeah. I really like people who implement this because it means saving while also you get the acquired security from it.
Exactly, yeah. And in some areas you can actually find these stones in your property.
Yeah.
I could remember there's a property we toured in Narumoro, and the owner was telling us the stones, the river stones.
Yeah,
they're all over the property.
Yeah.
So in some areas, some rocky areas, you find these stones. So it's a good way of using the materials that you find on the ground. Yeah.
Yes, especially places with mountains or water bodies. Yeah. You'll find that as the water drains, it takes all the soil and now it remains with rocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so finding rocks is quite easy in those properties.
It's easy, yeah. And on this side, you have a landscaped area where you can chill out, lounge with your friends. Your kids can also play if you're using it as a home.
Yeah.
And at least it's good to have some green spaces, and especially being a Kiserian, this area is a bit hot compared to what you're used to on the other side of town.
Yes,
it's the same kind of environment you get for Rongai, Gong.
Yeah. Actually, as we were driving in here and we were coming from Nairobi, we were like, hey, what kind of weather is this? Like, it has just switched up. Yeah. It has just switched up quite fast.
It's cold in the city, but it's warm over here.
We were already dressed for the cold. So.
Exactly. And I also like that they have done a live fence. So I'm assuming in a couple of months, that live fence will have grown to the length of the iron sheet fence that they have done,
Yes.
on top of the gabions.
Yeah.
Okay, moving back to this side, we can see the facade of the house, and it's sort of divided into 3 sections. We have this middle section where we have the living space, then we have 2 bedrooms on this side that you're going to see, and then you have the kitchen occupying this section,
Yes.
So let's get inside so that we can see how it looks like. And before you walk in, you have this entry porch that is covered, and I'm all for having sitting spaces anywhere that they can be put.
Yeah.
So this is somewhere you can put a small seat.
Yeah.
Just to chill out when you're having, maybe you're here watching your kids as they play on the green.
Yeah.
And you're just chilling over here as you enjoy your tea or so.
Yes, definitely we'll have an outdoor seating here and a small table.
Exactly,
Just something to relax there.
Yeah. I also have this lighting that they have done. I noticed it when we came in. I was like, oh, I like that. That's that one positive of the house,
Yes.
Okay, you have the main door, which is a wooden door, which I appreciate. I love to see wooden doors. Opening to your foyer area, and immediately you walk in. On this side, you have a small sink, and this is the second time you have seen a sink near a foyer area. First time was in Embu, and this is the second time we are seeing that. I like the fact that it has a nice vanity. This means there's a washroom on this side. So when I saw this, I assumed there was no vanity inside here.
Yeah.
Only to come in and find that there's actually another vanity set up to serve the powder area.
Yeah.
And I also like the positioning of the powder just next to the door.
Yes.
So that in case you have guests out in your compound, they can just walk in and walk out.
Yeah.
And you can have someone washing their hands here and someone else using the powder area. Okay, moving on to this other side, you have your living space and 2 bedrooms on this side that we check out later. And I almost forgot to mention this, Willis.
Yes, the lights, yeah?
Not even the lights.
The TNG, incorporation of TNG.
Yeah.
Gypsum.
And gypsum.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah, it's nice. I never thought they would intermarry like that and actually look
But
nice.
they have, yeah?
Yeah.
And they actually haven't even polished it. So I'm imagining once it's polished how it's going to look like. It's going to look so beautiful.
Definitely.
And the lighting fixture as well, they have added some taste to it. Then you have your living space on this side. This is your TV wall. I like the walls concepts they have done. And the gypsum is also well done, yeah? It's not too much on your face, but enough, yeah?
Yeah.
And you have very nice lighting fixtures as well. And as you progress to this other side, I'm assuming this as well will have your dining area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, the exciting thing about this dining area is the bar.
I knew it. And the fact that they used wood.
Yeah.
I love to see wood, yeah?
Yeah, they actually did an awesome counter with the wood.
Yes.
I like how it is executed, and also you can tuck in your seats.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks very nice. It has reminded me of Narumoro.
Yeah.
Because of the cedar.
Yes.
You remember the floors and the kitchen.
Yeah. But this one is white oak, yeah?
Yeah, this is white oak. This is different.
Yeah.
It's just that they have used wood and it had reminded me of that side, yeah?
Yeah.
And another thing I appreciate about this bar is the fact that you have your kitchen sunken.
Yes.
So in case you're having people here and you're cooking in the kitchen and they're having conversation, so there's that element of the elevation factor, which just adds to the vibe of the moment.
Yes.
So just imagine sitting here and having conversation with someone in the kitchen. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, moving on to this side, you have the steps taking you down to the kitchen. As I mentioned, the kitchen is sunken, and even in the kitchen, they used wood for the counters. And this wood is treated because in the kitchen you're dealing with water. So for maintenance purpose and to avoid it soaking with water.
Yeah.
So they have treated the wood, yeah? Then you have your sink on this side, and this is where they're going to put the gas burner. They haven't incorporated that yet because they want you to decide whether you want a 4 burner or a 6 burner or a 5 burner. Yeah?
Yes.
So once you decide, they put it. Then I like the cladding they have done for their backsplash. This looks so good.
It does.
Yeah.
Would
you go with this kind of cladding?
It's a unique one.
I haven't seen this sort of cladding before.
Yes.
For the kitchen, that is.
Yeah. I think for me, I'd rather have tiles as the backsplash instead of this one. Yeah, but that's just my preference.
Your preference.
Yeah.
I like how it has married with the wood.
Yes.
And it has just warmed up this house in a sort of way and made it a bit unique. And I think that's why the person who said this would be a perfect B&B. A lot of sense, especially that it's not so far from Nairobi, only 27 kilometers, and you have very nice views of the dam.
Yes.
We are going to talk about that dam, guys. Leo niko na vita. Wait for that. So again, over this side, I'm assuming this is where you'll have your fridge, and it's enough, it's spacious enough. And on this side, you have a very spacious pantry, with some shelving done for you. And there was some installation there that earlier on we were trying to figure out whether it's for your washing machine or something, And on this side, there's an exit, and you can walk all the way to your front area. So maybe when you come home with the kitchen stuff and so on, this is the route that you're going to use.
Yes.
Or you can also go to the backyard in case you're not to the front yard in case you're carrying drinks or something.
Yeah.
And
I think it's also nice because it's right next to the pantry door.
Pantry door, yeah. So you rose and everything, you just put them there. Okay. Follow me back to this side. You're back at the living space, and on this side you have a spiral staircase that leads to the 2 bedrooms upstairs, and on this side we have these stairs that lead to these bedrooms on this side. Let's check bedroom number 1 on this side, and I like the element of sunken, and you see like now we are elevated on this side.
Yeah.
The living space was sunken, and the kitchen was also sunken. Yeah?
Yes, but they had to do it like that because the land is also sloping.
The road, exactly.
Towards the dam.
So playing with the land elevation.
Yes.
Welcome to bedroom number 1, spacious enough. You have your wall sconces, so I'm assuming this is where you'll have your bed, headboard, and you have your wardrobes on this side, and the bathroom on this side. And I like even the fixtures they did, and I've just noticed that they're actually different fixtures for different bedrooms.
Yes.
Like in this bedroom they used black fixtures, and in the next bedroom I think they used gold colored fixtures.
Yeah.
Let's go and see. Okay.
Yeah.
Follow me. I also like the element of space. Like you feel like there's some privacy.
Yes.
In terms
I know for sure I'd use this wall for an art piece.
Right?
Yeah.
It would look so good.
Yeah.
And so bedroom number 2, it's front facing. I don't know arguing how you put your bed.
Yes.
Probably this way or this way.
Yeah.
The headboard on this side.
Yeah.
You'll decide.
I think for me I'd rather have
it this way.
because that space is too small to
maneuver.
Yeah.
Then you have your wardrobes, and as I was mentioning about the fixtures, so these ones are gold, even for the toothbrush holder and the towel holder, even for the toilet paper holder.
Yeah.
It's gold, and the other bedroom it's black. I like the differences, the small differences. Those are the things that sometimes spice up spaces.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to this other side. You have the spiral staircase, and I appreciate that they cladded it with wood. It is well treated, they have assured me. And you have some lightings as you climb the stairs, and you have some lightings as you climb up the stairs just to warm up the space, especially at night. And then you have this piece, the chandelier, which looks really good. This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
This looks so good. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is.
And it fits that space nicely. And there's a window there bringing in some natural lighting, and you can see the beautiful views on that side. But I have some beef with some people on that side. But let's go to this side where there's what I call the junior primary, but it's not really a junior primary, it's just a bedroom number 3.
Yes.
And almost similar to what you have downstairs. Except that it has a balcony on this side. And on this side you have the bathroom area. Let's check that quickly. And again, these doors, these steel doors, this massive, I like the fact that it's how big it is.
Yeah.
So it opens to your massive balcony. This balcony is what has helped them achieve a porch at the
front of
covered
the
entry porch.
Yeah.
And then you have beautiful views of the dam and Gong Hills on that side. There are people who have settled next to the dam. We are going to talk about that in a minute. Hold that thought, guys. The war is coming. So moving on to this other side, you have this door that opens to your primary bedroom. And really, it's one thing we haven't commented there. Is the floor. I think nowadays, because there are things that we rarely talk about, but I mean, look, the floor is well done. The tiling is good. They have really tried with that one.
They also picked a nice tile. It's bright, but not that bright.
Exactly. They chose a good one. Actually, the color coordination is fair enough.
Yes.
So you have this wall sconces. So I'm assuming this is your headboard. There's enough natural lighting coming into these spaces. It's a dull day, and we're still getting some natural light space seeping in. And coming to this other side, you have your wardrobes, well done, and there's a vanity set up over here, and then you have your bathroom on this side with the water closet as well.
Yes.
And let's move on to this other side where we have a similar door like we had on the other side, opening to your balcony space that serves this side. And I appreciate the length of, the fact that they actually used a stone wall here. So you sort of get some privacy. This is a space, even when you get neighbors, you can come and, still feel like you have some privacy when you're chilling out here.
Yes.
And if you want to enjoy the views, you still be able to enjoy the views. So from here, we can even see the turbines. So Osota is on the other side. Because you remember, we could see the turbines. When you're at Osota, the turbines are like next to us.
Yeah.
And now we can see them from
here. Yeah. So Osota is on the other side of the hill.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that also means that the house we toured there's a house we toured in Gong, the 39 million house.
Yeah.
Really nice house. Was somewhere on that side, because from the house you could see the turbines. Yeah. So it's nice when you come to these places and you're just like, we were there, just touring a house.
Yeah.
And back to where we are. Very beautiful dam. I didn't even know there was a dam here until when I saw the pictures of this house. So this is called Kiserian Dam.
Yeah, this is called Kiserian.
Apparently, it was one of those old plans. Like how we are told Nairobi had a master plan.
Yeah.
Which was colonial, yes, but there was there. And so this dam was part of a master plan that was back in the day. Why? Because we have Gong Hills. For those of you who have a good memory, you have just come from floods.
Yeah.
And during the floods, they were saying that the water that was flooding Nairobi was coming from
Gong.
This is Gong.
Yeah.
Which means Gong is a water catchment area. So that master plan had thought of a dam here so that you can get all that water coming from that area. You have a reserve for it.
Yeah.
And this water could have been used in Nairobi, could have been used the surrounding locations.
Yeah.
This dam was supposed to be 200 acres. It was not implemented until when Kibaki came into power. Can you imagine how many years from independence up to Kibaki? It was supposed to be 200 acres, but because of some politicians, I'm not going to mention them because they are dead, they decided to mess up that master plan. And instead of it being 200 acres, it is now 90 acres.
Yeah.
You can see some settlements. Those settlements are not even supposed to be there. You can actually tell. Just look at where the dam is and see where the settlement is. And these are some of the things that make you wonder, what is wrong with us as a people? Even small things, we can't get it right. And that is what we are talking about, this country being broken, having a few people messing up good things. Can you imagine what this dam would have meant for this community if it was actually implemented as it was supposed to be? And why give land to people that is meant for something else when there's so much other land elsewhere? If it's a matter of giving people land, those people can be given land where it is appropriate.
Actually, speaking of the time that it was raining heavily, we are being told that there are people who couldn't access their properties because of where they are. Yeah. So it's quite unfortunate that someone will see that and still continue building other projects like in these places.
And I have to add this, because we live in a country where sometimes people suspend sense, which is why a former governor once said, why not move the river
instead of moving the people?
And some people agreed with him until it rained the other day, and they were like, okay, this is why you don't move a river.
Yeah.
You can't move this dam to somewhere else because it makes sense for the dam to be there, because that's a water catchment area.
Yeah. Water chooses its path, you don't.
Exactly. And so it just makes sense to have the dam at the footsteps of the mountain, of the Gong Hills. But the people can move.
Yeah.
And they should move, I believe so. I believe so, because those plans were not stupid plans. They were good plans.
Yeah.
And they should be implemented as they were. And we as the people should learn to respect some of these things. Even when you go to buy land, don't just buy land without checking, am I going against a master plan here? Because let me tell you, a time is coming in this country where people like me and others, we're going to be those positions, and those master plans will be implemented as they were. even when you're buying land nowadays, you hear people saying, there's a road that is supposed to pass here. So if you go ahead and buy land where you know that there's a road that is supposed to pass there, when our time comes, and because you're going to implement the Constitution and everything appropriately, my friend, don't hate us. Don't hate us. It is sad when I see such things. It breaks my heart. And sometimes you saw what happened at the river, and people don't learn. People don't learn. So I don't understand it. My heart is broken because I can't understand how people can not see the value of this dam, cannot see the value of maintaining these Gong Hills as a sacred place and as a water catchment area. You don't have to wait for floods to learn. We can learn and we can make our country work for all of us. Thank you so much. If you'd be interested in this house, back to the business.
End of rant.
End of rant. It's not even a rant. And by now you should know that we don't only rant, we also act. Yeah. They used to call us digital anchors.
Yeah.
Not anymore. We come to those streets and we'll fight you for what is right. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you'll be interested in this house, all you have to do is give Ray a call. He's going to tell you how you can come down to Kiserian and see this property for yourself. Yeah. So as per the master plan, if I was to go back to that, people were supposed to occupy this side going onwards to Isinya. This was supposed to be the dam and Gong Hill Reserve. But woe unto you people, because a day is coming when we will revisit. Thank you so much and have a good time. Bye-bye.